These are the three signs he's pretending to love you. Only time he see you is at night. Some men don't want to be seen with you in the daytime because they do so much in the daytime. At the nighttime, they can hide with you. You wonder why he called you at night. Let's go out somewhere at night. Then when he do go somewhere, it's always out of town, not in town. He's hiding you from the other women. He don't want to get caught up. Number two, when he walk with you in public, he don't want to hold hands. Oh, I don't feel like doing that. And then when he walk with you, he way behind you. He don't want everybody to see y'all together. He want to make it look like he ain't with you. But he feel like as long as he there with you, everything is okay. Number three, when he first start talking to you, he gonna make everything look good. He gonna make you feel good. He gonna buy you a few things at a time. He gotta make it look real so you can think it's real. So you really think you in a relationship and you ain't getting nothing but a little bit at a time. You don't see it. Because a man that love you gonna give you more than enough.
3 signs that your man is pretending to love you. And look, if he is doing any of these 3, I mean, especially the third one, but if he's doing any of them, do yourself a favor and get out of that toxic relationship. Because why would you want to be in a relationship with someone that pretends to love you but doesn't actually love you? Number 1, wandering eyes. We have to touch on this again because so many girls still think that it is completely normal for their man to be walking with them and breaking his neck to check out another girl. That is not the case. Guys can have enough self-control and respect, because that is disrespectful to say the least. And I'm really speaking from experience here, because like I have been with girls that I wasn't super into and I had the wandering eyes. I looked at everything with a heartbeat walking by. But I've also had girls that I was like in love with, and you best believe my eyes were only on her. I did not see any girls around. I didn't even see girls. She was the only girl in my world, the only one I saw. That's how it should be if they really are in love with you. Number 2, and this one's gonna it's gonna tickle someone's testicles. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is gonna be a ball buster right here. The ladies are gonna hear this one and they're gonna realize how trash their man really is. You're doing all the work. Another sign that your man is pretending to love you is he puts in no effort and makes you put on the effort in. Like, that's like, you're the one texting first. You're the one initiating dates. You're the one initiating the sexy time. You're the one that's trying to get it on. And even then, they still put 0 effort in, or even like make you feel wanted in the slightest. And yet you're still here doing everything you can to get his attention. The man is pretending to love you. If he tells you I love you, but he puts no effort into you, he is pretending to love you. And number 3, and this one, I don't know if it's so much pretending to love as it is just a sign of a narcissist, but I want to just bring it back down because this one's serious and this one's gonna hurt. But number 3 is the lack of accountability for anything they do and then flipping it onto you. So if they do anything wrong, or if you do anything wrong, it's always your fault. And they will always make excuses and then make themselves the victim. They never take accountability for their actions. That is, I mean, there's just obviously so much lack of love in that, but it's also where you got to be very careful, because you can find yourself easily manipulated and just super lost in a toxic relationship if the guy you're with does that.
3 signs your man is faking his love in the relationship. Number 1, he's got the wandering eyes checking out girls even when he's with you. Now this is a respect thing. This is a lack of self-control thing. This is a I don't have eyes just for my woman thing. And before you say it's impossible not to look, I get it. I've been there as a guy. From a guy's perspective, I've been with girls in the past that I wasn't truly in love with, and I had wandering eyes, but I was also with somebody before that I really, really was in love with, and I only had eyes for her. So it's not impossible. It's hard, but it's not impossible. Number 2, they only act all loving with you when they're around family. This is because he just wants to keep everybody happy. His family might like you, your family might like him, and so he's trying to put on a show. But right before you saw them, he was being a jerk. Right after, he was being a jerk. So if he's only loving you for show, that is a sign that he is faking his love for you. And number 3, his algorithm is full of half-naked girls. He's just scrolling through on the feed, just looking at all these girls, all these random girls, and you're having to share his attention with all these strangers. And that's not fair to you. And that's a big sign that, he's got all these other women just living in his head along with you. And that's a big red flag that he's faking his love for you. Because if he truly loves you, you're not having to share him with anybody, especially some strangers.
Here are 5 signs of fake love. I was in a relationship for 2 years, and looking back now, it wasn't love. It was an addiction. So number 1, you lack emotional intimacy. Your relationship will be nothing more than friends with benefits if you lack emotional intimacy. There needs to be something deeper there. Number 2, the relationship feels like it's constantly ending. You feel like you're on eggshells. Every time you approach him about something, you feel like the smallest of things could cause this huge argument and break everything up. Number 3, he's comfortable but not in love. If you feel like a +1 rather than someone your boyfriend adores, that's not real love. Number 4, there's no effort to meet you halfway. There's no sense of compromise. A relationship is all about give and take. You are equals, and if he's not prepared to make compromises and work with you, that is a huge sign of disinterest. And number 5, you need each other to complete each other, and if you feel like you don't need him, and if he feels like he doesn't need you, then that's not love.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly subscribe. So in today's video, we'll be talking about how to tell if a man is pretending to love you. I know this is something no one wants to think about, but sometimes we have to face the truth. Love is about more than just words. It's about consistency, action. So if you haven't felt unsure about where you stand in your relationship, this video is for you. Let's get into some clear signs that your man might not be as genuine as he seems. First, his words don't match his actions. This is a major red flag. If he's telling you he loves you but his actions say otherwise, it's time to pay attention. Does he make promises that he never keeps, or say things like, I'll always be there for you, but when you need him, he is nowhere to be found? Real love shows up even if when it's inconvenient. If he's consistently making excuses or only acting lovely when it's easy or benefit him, that's a sign he might be pretending. True love is consistency, even if when things are not perfect. The second sign is emotional unavailability. If you are with someone who says they love you but shuts down every time you try to have a deeper conversation, that's a big red flag. Love involves vulnerability, openness, and communication. If he's avoiding talking about his feelings or dodging important conversations about the future, he might be keeping you at arm's length emotionally. Pretending to love someone is easier if you don't have to actually get close to them. If you always keep things surface level and you're the one always initiating emotional talks, you may need to reconsider his true intentions. Next, let's talk about priorities. If a man is pretending to love you, he won't prioritize you. Sure, he may spend time with you when it's convenient, but when you really need him, he's busy with other things, friends, work, hobbies, you name it. Real love means making you a priority, not just an option. If you feel like you're always competing for his actions, or if he only fits you into his schedule when it suits him, it's a sign that he's not genuine. In a healthy relationship, you should feel valued and important, not like an afterthought. Another big sign is avoids publicly acknowledging your relationship. Does he avoid introducing you to his friends or family? Is he hesitant to post about you or even mention you on social media? When a man truly loves you, he's proud to show you off and doesn't hide the relationship. If he's secretive or dismissive about your status or even acting around people, that's a serious red flag. It could mean he's keeping options open or just doesn't see the relationship as serious. Despite what he might tell you in private, let's talk about the affection. If he's only affectionate when he wants something, whether it's physical intimacy, favors, or even money, that's a huge red flag. Love shouldn't come with conditions or strings attached. But if he's sweet and caring only when it benefits him, it's a sign he could be using you rather than truly caring you. Pay attention to whether his actions, affection is genuine or if it feels transitional. Live love about giving without expecting something in return. If his affection fades as soon as you guess what he wants, he might be pretending. He avoids talking about the future. That's a big sign. For his avoidance of future plans, if he's consistently dodging conversations about the future, it's a major red flag. A man who truly loves you will include you in his future plans and won't be afraid to talk about where the relationship is headed. If he avoids discussing long-term goals, commitments, or even simple future events, like because he doesn't see a future with you. Pretending to love someone means keeping things vague and uncertain, so he's always changing the subjects. When it comes, you need to take a step back and you ask yourself what's really going on. So again, if you are with someone and you go on a public place, they disrespect you in front of everyone, and like it doesn't matter to them. They might be pretending to love you and they secret like hate you, okay? And if you go out with friends, go out and you have the friends around, he introduce you as meet my friend, like he's not ready to tell the friend that you guys are going out together or you're in a relationship together. That's a big sign that this person is really pretending to love you, and maybe he's seeing even someone else, because a lot of men do these things. Yeah, so you have to be careful. And when you ask him, when are we making it official, he's not even saying when he's ready to introduce you to his friends, because like you're always hanging out with them, or maybe just an introduction, you meet them by the mall and he introduced meet my friend. That's a big sign that this person, he might be keeping you in a friend zone, okay? He's not even considering what you're having. It might be a situationship or something. Yeah, so you have to be very, very careful with such people, and don't put your emotions into this. Use your head, not don't use your heart, okay, girl? Wake up. Yeah, another thing that you need to consider if someone is pretending you is when you have your birthdays, they don't wish you your birthday, like they forget it completely, like it doesn't matter to them. They don't even wish you. The day can pass and you try to remind them, oh, I forgot, happy birthday. They pretend to forget, or maybe they just do it on purpose, like I'm not going to wish her a happy birthday and all that. So a man who truly loves you, they are supposed to keep the dates, okay? They're supposed to keep the dates. They know it's very important. Like, yeah, so when someone loves you, we call them, they'll pick up the calls. But when it's person is pretending to love you, they only call when it's benefiting them. Maybe they want to see you, or maybe they want to have something with you. So ladies, you have to be very careful, okay? Be very careful. You might be in love alone. So that's the video for today, guys. I really appreciate for you coming. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode, and bye bye.